Question 1, blah, blah, blah. Wait, what? I quit. This is stupid. I'm never going to get it.
Stop. Why are you criticizing yourself?
Who is that?
Who do you think? It's your inner guide.
Wow, you look a little greener than I expected.
Focus, Nina, focus.
All right.
So, what were you reading about?
Well, first there was a girl, and then something happened to her, and then...
Yeah, just stop there. Do you realize what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm telling you what I read. You cut me off.
Anyways, you're mindlessly reading.
Is that even possible? I look at the words and say them in order, in my head.
Again, just stop. Let me talk.
Okay, geez, you sure are demanding.
As I was saying, you are mindlessly reading. That's when you read your eyes over the page only to realize you don't recall a single thing that you've read.
Huh? Well, I guess.
May I make a suggestion?
Why not?
Read this.
To read actively, you must engage your brain to mentally focus on reading. This will lead to significant neural activity and assist in deep and lasting learning and ultimately high grades. So, you're telling me that I have to be one with my book to get at least a B in English?
It's up to you. There's many different strategies that you can play around with until you find the right strategy that works for you. And if you apply it, you will get higher grades.
So it's almost like making wise choices in how you choose to read, not just you read or you don't.
Hey, you do have a brain.
Shut up.
Quit telling yourself to shut up.
Ugh, anything else?
Actually, yes. You want to collect key concept ideas and supporting details while reading mindfully, if you can.
Ouch, my head hurts.
Really? Wow, that's sad. I guess it's a brain freeze for your tiny noggin.
College is so hard. I thought it would be fun and stuff. I should be having fun right now.
Do you even know what you're going to major in?
Kinda, but I'm just getting my general studies stuff right now while I'm thinking about it.
You can think. Ha! Well, the most important way to collect knowledge in college is by reading, of course. Did you know that half of the 1.2 million students who took the ACT scored low in reading? So if you can't read, how would you get at least a B in your English class?
Now I give up.
There you go again. Let's go back to the question about what you're reading.
Why? I already told you.
This time, you will actually be able to answer the question, though. It's very important to know what you're reading and what the purpose of reading is.
Well, this girl is like mad. Mad that her teachers are being too hard on her and making her fail her classes, I think.
What?
It's for my Encores class. I have to read chapter 2.
Okay, so what is the key concept of the chapter? What is the main topic that you're reading about?
Well, let me see. It says here that a key concept is taking responsibility.
Okay, let's dive deeper. If you can handle it, you should be writing this down, by the way.
Why? I'm supposed to be engaging my brain, making my neurons party.
Just do it. Now, what's the main idea? What's the most important idea the author wants to convey about the key concept?
Fine. Well, I guess it would be that personal responsibility is an important inner quality for creating academic, professional, and personal success. Wow, where'd that come from? I sounded really smart.
You're welcome. Don't forget that I'm in your head. Okay, so you know the gist of what you're reading. Are you writing this down?
Oh yeah, okay. Now what?
Next is a secondary idea. It elaborates on the ideas by answering any question that the reader, you, might have.
Well, I don't have any questions.
That's because you probably already answered anything that may leave the reader unsure.
Oh, okay, so it just gives additional info to be clear.
Duh.
So, one secondary idea is that when we are being responsible, we respond to life's challenges as creators.
That reiterates the question. Someone who responds to life's challenges responsibility is like what kind of person? A creator. And it puts all the pieces together for you. Now there's one last thing. Minor supporting details. Those are just extras in explaining a secondary detail. Just extra info.
This is a lot of info to take in just to read better.
Well, what happens when it comes time for the test? Are you going to skim over chapter 20 minutes before the test?
Well, yeah, so it's fresh in my mind.
Well, if you want to actually remember this, do exactly as I say. Before you begin to read, make yourself at home.
I am home.
Shut up and listen. You need to make sure that you can concentrate wherever you are, then preview the chapter before you read, like the titles and chapter objectives, so you know what you're reading. Then, skim through the materials and create a note-taking outline. You can even create a list of questions to ask yourself. While you're reading, you should be taking notes over key concepts, main supporting ideas, and definitions. You also need to make sure you can actually understand everything that you read, and if you don't, then you can go back and use context clues. Then, skim through the material and create a note-taking outline. You can even create a list of questions to ask yourself. While reading, you should be taking notes over key concepts, main and supporting ideas, and definitions. You also need to make sure that you can actually understand everything that you've read, and if you don't, then you can go back and use context clues and figures or illustrations to help out. It is important to reflect over what you've read and the notes that you take after you read. Then you review your detailed notes every day before the test. That's called distributed practice. It's the opposite of cramming.
I think I mildly understand now. Wow, reading is so much fun. I should make an academic skills plan for reading with a few strategies provided in the book. I'll have to find what works best for me. There's like 30 different ones. I can truly master deep and lasting learning by applying these strategies every time I read.
Well, it looks like I'm no longer needed. Now I should learn something harder, much more complicated.
Are you sticking around for my math class? It's only 10 minutes from now. I'm in Algebra 2.
Oh, heck no. I'm out of here. I'm just gonna pack my bags and leave for a dumber brain.
No!